Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode. Last time we went ahead and finally completed the massive and overly large and in charge Guardian farm, and it's time to kind of start working on the next project. You know, at the same time as we do the end terraforming, and the next project is to start working on the nether once again with the nether perimeter. Getting that done and getting the Wither Skeleton Farm completed so we can finally have some beacons. I think we might have found our actual location of the nether fortress we're going to use for the... Well, first for the perimeter and then for the nether fortress Wither Skeleton Farm. Because this is 3 together and that's a 2 together. And I think it's all around the same Y level, right? These 3 are all at 70. If they're all at the same Y level, this will be almost perfect. And then these 2, it's all 70. Yeah, that's 5 intersections. I doubt I'll be able to find anything closer than this of 5 intersections. And the fact they're all at the same Y level is actually amazing. Even though if they're not perfectly next to each other. I think we found the winner. I might look for a little bit more. But that's 5 intersections. I want to break a piece of bedrock where I'm going to be making my nether fortress farm. So to do that, we're going to go down below, go to the nether fortress and dig upwards, which we'll need to do anyway, to clear the area. And I want to find a block where I can break through the bedrock. Because I don't want to go down here and then have to fly. I'd rather fly above and then just go down a single level. So let's go to the right location and let's find us a bedrock piece of break. Is the first one that's facing up, and we did it. There we go. There's our hole. Haha! TNT broken. We now have our way inside. I wish I brought glowstone or something. I should also have brought ladders and other things of that nature. That's fine. Let's dig down and I'll bring ladders in a second. That should show that this is the way to go, and let's put the stairs in. And then we're all set about going up or down. Ow. My poor bones. I mean, yeah, I meant to do that. Yep. Very fast way to get down. Very intentional. Easier to build up. Clearly, why would anyone build looking down? Let's begin. We're mining out the area on the negative X side to make room for the actual tunnel bore that will be blowing up majority of the roof. So we're only digging up enough area for the roof. Sorry, for the tunnel bore. And the tunnel bore is there to make room for the world eater that will then blow up everything. A machine for a machine, basically. Perfect. So we need to clear out from this end all 300 blocks, 30 deep now, and then 22 down. Yeah, this is fine. Just a little bit of digging here for the guy that doesn't like to dig. Completely normal, but it's okay. He'll help us make an even bigger hole, which will help us make an even bigger hole. Did I say I haven't done a small project in a while? Yeah, this is the big project. I've only just started mining, basically. And I already kind of want to make a tunnel bore for a tunnel bore. Because this is already taking too long. That's too much digging. I don't know. I was fine doing the... see, I used TNT before. Maybe I should get a ton of TNT. Ooh. You know? We did the old tunnel with TNT. Why don't we do this little tunnel with TNT? Oh, that is gonna be a lot nicer, I think. Yeah. We're gonna blow this place up. How much TNT do we have? We got a good amount of TNT. Is that enough to make a big boom? I think it's enough to make a big boom. To make the big boom that we need? Maybe. I'm gonna make the trenches for the TNT first, and then we're gonna put the TNT in and blow up like a big layer section, in a sense. And hopefully that'll work. I could go like down, make it deep right away, but I'm gonna go big boom. I just don't know how to make easiest big boom. So we'll try it. We'll try it this way. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But it'll still make a big hole, you know, no matter what. There we go. So this is the area that I've actually cleared off. And it keeps going. So, if everyone's ready, I hit it and then I run that way. Okay, go this way. I know we don't get to fully enjoy the visuals, but... Lava can go away. Thank you. Maybe we'll even find some ancient debris up here. I doubt it. You know, it's less of a chance here than, you know, other layers. This is a nice looking hole. How far down does this go, actually? Roughly. I would say about this level is safe to say 108, so it went down almost the entire distance I needed it to. I would say. One more layer of TNT probably near the bottom, and I'd say this is actually as low as I want to go. So, yeah, let's go over and do another big line. Awesome. I didn't even have enough to make the second full line. Oh. This uses a lot of TNT. Well, I mean... Yeah, let's just do this. I'll make some more TNT in a moment. Just don't get killed myself. Beautiful. Yeah, that's a good amount of TNT. I approve of this. Yes. Let's go blow some more things up. You know, I say I really find terraforming relaxing, but I think I might find this a lot more relaxing and fun than terraforming. Yeah, I think out of all the things, just blowing things up might be at the top of the line. I'm not sure. It could be close to something else, but this might be the most fun. I don't know. Boom! Ooh, hi! Yeah. I didn't expect to find ancient debris. I mean, do I have a room? Yeah, I have a room. Okay. 1, 2. Beautiful. Oh, thank you for that. I know it can be on any elevation. It's just much rarer up here. So, could you look at that? Well, that's a sight. That is a sight. 2 of 2 next to each other? Yeah, that's the... You know? I will take it. The first entire line we had nothing. No ancient debris at all. And now we're getting a bit more. I don't know why. I don't care why. Keep them coming. Last boom. Last boom. Last boom lime, really. Not last boom. Oh, yes. Seriously. You need to make a hole? Use TNT. Why do you need digging and stuff? Oh, this is the best way. This is the funnest way to make a hole. Hands down. I think the last time I did this, I died. So let's hopefully not die. No, I want to see. We've broken through. We've broken through the top layer into the underneath. Awesome. Okay. Do I want to do that for the rest of it? Go that low? Probably not for all of it, but for all these like very high up areas, probably. You know? Why not? I have the TNT. I've made it. I deserve more booms. I like this little mountain of TNT. If I can only hit it. I can hit it. I swear I can hit it. There it is. You know, maybe I shouldn't have hit the one in the middle. Oh! Goodbye, little mountainside. Yes. Oh, I love clearing things with TNT. It's so nice. It's so nice. I'd say a hole complete. It's not the prettiest hole. You know, it's my hole. I think this is good enough for the tunnel bore. That's the main thing. Am I gonna clean up the ceiling? Probably never. Am I gonna clean up random floating blocks? Maybe. There was actually a little thing over here that I wanted to grab. There it is. This, can I make it? Ah, yes. Okay, well, now since I'm here, fine. Fine, a little bit, just for those of you who really want it. Beautiful powder. Finally done. No more powder. So, this was definitely the hardest part. So the next up is terracottas. So I need to get some green terracottas, and I think lime terracotta also works. But I don't want to have too much terracotta, so it'll be kind of half and half. And that will be the next step. And after the terracottas, I will need a podzol later on, of course, as well. But that'll be after the trees, because that's going to work like leaves. So let's start getting some terracottas in. That's going to be a lot faster to put in, that's for sure. We got over 3 stacks of both of these. Now, terracotta is not going to be used as much as the other ones, because it's not as nice as the other ones, but you know what? It's fine. Let's go start putting terracotta in now. With the completion of the wools and the powders comes the the terracotta, I mean. And thankfully, terracotta actually, with this texture pack, actually blends. So I'm just gonna go in and kind of start putting those in. And thankfully, I don't need to do the water trick anymore. I just put them in wherever. Thank goodness. This is gonna be significantly faster than the powders. There we go. Yes. See? Getting that terracotta is, and podzol once the trees are in that area. Getting those darker spots now, finally, is starting to break things up so much more than anything else. There we go. Everything is in. Terracotta's in. The powders are in. The wool is in. Everything is in. Hallelujah. You can really see how different it looks just from the field. So the next step of this is to start bringing in the cobblestone, the stone, and the andesite, and putting little rocks in place. Also, we can start doing the rocks around here, on the outside, things of that nature. Start putting in, ow, my face. Start putting in the rocks down here, and maybe swapping out the dirt. But this is probably gonna be its own thing later. So probably the rocks up here, and then it would be the pathways. Oh, or maybe I do want to do the pathways first. Possibly pathways first, and then the rocks everywhere. Don't know for sure yet. This right here is the test I did for kind of the pathway that I'm thinking of doing for the end terraforming. So it'll be still the main kind of path with kind of mossy cobble, coarse dirt, some little pebbles or rocks, and of course, you know, grass and vegetations, and I simulated the look of the stuff we have for the powders and the wools here as well. So I'm gonna need to get some coarse dirt, which I have, thankfully. I'm gonna need to get some shovels, because we have grass already placed in, so that works. We're gonna need a lot of stone buttons and bone meal. So I think we should be able to get everything we need here pretty simply. For now, I guess let's go with the path. The only thing I haven't planned out as of yet is the mountainside. How I want to do that. And I'm thinking maybe using path there as well. But I don't know, that might look weird. I don't know, we'll see. For now, let's try getting something like this going. Getting coarse dirt is easy. Getting mossy cobble is not. Do I even have any mossy cobble just in general, or vines? I don't know if I have just extra vines or mossy cobble anywhere in the system. Now that I think about it. Oh, I have a good amount of vines, you know? That's actually not a bad amount of vines. So I can craft some mossy cobble right now. Almost 5 stacks. You know, that's actually not bad. So I want to start probably the pathfinding, just the path on the circle first, this inner one. The only issue is I built this out of dirt, and that means I have to wait for the grass to spread to it, at least a little bit, before I can actually use a shovel on it. So on the list of things I did not think about when I was doing this, that is one of them, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, I can't right-click to make this path. No! I guess what I can do is I can start replacing the blocks around it, little by little, so I know where the path roughly is. And then once one of these converts, I can, yeah, swap it out. So I guess let's... That is a lot more powerful than I was hoping for. That's fine. Everything's fine. I won't completely break this entire place. I hope. Maybe I should do it like with my fist. So there's a hope for me to pick things up. Let's just go with mossy cobble first, and then I can go in with the different passes. Let's start with mossy cobble. Okay, so now that I've gone ahead and broken up the stone area, I'm gonna basically start going in and reconnecting the parts I broke. They don't have to be exact, and where the paths used to be, I'm gonna just basically reconnect it. And hopefully it'll turn out okay. I cannot have it there. I cannot have it there. Okay, well. It'll be okay in most scenarios. There we go. And the rest can be, yeah. Will work just fine. And then we'll just continue on like this. Okay, the paths are in. So now I'm gonna remove the stone, the regular stone I had before, replace it with dirt. It's just gonna kind of grass over. And then we can go ahead and start detailing it further with everything else. But definitely, next step is to get rid of the stone, because we definitely never want stone here. Okay, so now we have the paths with little gaps. We have the mossy cobble. Time to go in with the coarse dirt. And I'm going to keep the coarse dirt kind of a little tighter on the path. Maybe replacing some of it itself with a path. So maybe I'll have like coarse dirt like kind of at the end where it would connect normally. Maybe some on the sides next to it, but I definitely won't have it too far out as far as like the stone, because sometimes the stone is significantly out. Like this is a path here, but the cobble's there. That's a little too far away for coarse dirt, I think. Paths in, coarse dirt in, the mossy cobbles in. Next up, little stones. Little stones along the road. I just put them like anywhere around. Don't really need to think about it. Some places can have, you know, in one direction, different direction. You know, just gonna try to do this pretty quickly. Some places might have more, some places might have less. Just don't put them on the sides. 3 types of flowers and grass. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with, because 2 of them are basically whitish, Lily of the Valley and Oxeye Daisy. I think I'm gonna go get some more flower types at a later point, maybe make another flower farm. But for now, those are the flowers we're gonna be going for. Okay, now the point where I've been actually waiting for, where I could put in flowers and things of that nature all around. I think I'm gonna go with grass first, and then I'm gonna go with the flowers afterwards on a pass. Now, I'm removing any too tall grass, because I personally just don't like it. Unless it's, it looks okay. And usually, like this is too tall, but it's just slightly taller. So maybe I'll keep stuff like this, where it's just technically on the slightly shorter side, but mostly I'm going to be removing all the tall grass from the area. And then I'm going to need to go in and actually clear up the grass that's exactly on the path. So like this will need to be erased because it's kind of on the path, and start clearing things up. This is already like so much more tranquil here. It's less barren. It actually feels like more of a pathway, a road. It doesn't even have any of the ones that are branching out yet. All these. Let's take a look at it from above. Oh man, look at that. All of a sudden, we're starting to get a path. Because yeah, when you're on the ground, you don't even think about the fact that, hey, there's some wool or there's some, you know, terracotta. You're not thinking about it. You're just walking around it. It's a greenish color. It works. At least for me, it works. I was thinking originally maybe putting some gravel or dirt or, you know, not dirt, gravel, like a more rocky stuff, but I thought this is probably enough for what I want. I don't want to go overboard. There's already a lot of rocks and things of that nature with the buttons. I actually might remove some, like this one on the here. I might still swap things out as I'm moving along, but mostly I'm quite happy with this, you know. And you can kind of see where to go. There's enough of a path to kind of go along, and then I might move and change up flowers and things later on. But for now, yay, the inner circle's in. Now that I've done the inner one, I'm now doing all of the ones leading up to the stone area in one go. So we're doing the kind of the dirt paths, so we can do the paths. And then we're gonna do the, you know, coarse dirt, the cobble, and all that. Even though we just replaced only like parts of it as the first step of half the stone, having it just darker, I like. I can't wait for it all to look like this. That'll be the first like big step towards it. I don't know how I'm gonna do the paths up the hills yet. I definitely want to use slabs and things of that nature to make it more gradual. But I don't know, maybe I'll use paths and actually make it a full path setup the same way up the mountain. This right here is the tunnel bore that we're going to be using for getting the hole dug out, the entire top of the roof. It is a 2 tall TNT tunnel bore by Flower Starry Sky, and we'll be using this one. We just need to go ahead and extend it to be, well, 300 blocks wide. And of course, the links to the video and files and all that will be in the description below, as always, if you want to check this out for yourself. There we go, 300 long. That is the activation. It's not quite at the end, but I didn't feel like moving the activation one to a different area. So there's activation is going to be more on one side than the other. And yeah, I'll need to run this one also on a higher render distance than 16. But that's fine. We all need to run it for a little while to get room for the World Eater. And this is 300 wide. So it's just under 300 wide total. And honestly, that's good enough. Think we have everything with us, I hope. So, I guess without further ado, let's get started building up this thing. Bore all complete, all built up. My render distance is increased. Yep, it is long enough. Okay, moment of truth. Did I build it correctly with no issues at all? Go. I mean, did that look correct to you? That looked correct to me. All of them seem to have moved forward. I think it's actually correct. That is hard for me to believe. I'm gonna just do like 2 more blasts, but it's almost the first try. I mean, it's the first try we're testing it fully, but my goodness, oh, and there's ancient debris. Good to know. Okay. I'd say that's a success. Seems like everything's operational. Let's go in survival. Let's start blasting. Are we ready for the actual first boom? I think we are. Go. Blast it. I might have not been standing at the best place. It's fine. It's fun. We're alive. And it shot off. That was not scary. I don't know what you're talking about. Yep, everything seems to be working. So I might have underestimated the amount of vines we have and we need. Managed to find a few more, but that's not enough vines. I think it's time to make a vine farm. You know, it's one of those things that you don't really ever make until you need it. And we need it now. So the farm is all built up. This guy's being ridiculous with himself. I think... Wait, did... Oh, there's a lead. Hey, look, we got a lead. So this is going to replace the shears, and I've gone ahead and populated it pretty much to full. In here, we need something to, well, shoot the item from. And... what better way to do it than spectral arrows, who we have tons of. So that is going to replenish our shears. This is what's going to be doing it. And then when we go back, one of the blocks had to be stone or something of that nature. So that way it doesn't break, you know, the wood because it's just too fragile. So we replace it with something better. A diamond block. Because, you know, blue works real well here. Of course. But otherwise, yay! Vine farm's done. We just need to wait for it all to fully grow down. And then we'll be good. We can harvest it. A little over 5-6 stacks of, I think over 6.5 stacks of vines from running it for a little while, which isn't bad from the vine farm, but it's gonna be good enough for now. That's for sure. Would I say I recommend this vine farm? Maybe not the way I built it, which is surrounded by lots of grass. Because it doesn't grow fast enough, and it's nighttime, and I should sleep. Look at them. All the paths, they're in. Well, they're in up to the hill. I have not done the paths higher up. Look at this. Beautiful paths. Or at least better looking paths than they were before. It's still, of course, empty because there's no trees. But, you know, there you go. We got the path on the inside. And it all connects. And let me figure out the paths going diagonally to all of them. So now we need to start working on the paths going a little upwards. Up these little hills, up the mountains, up the cliffs, however it is, all the way to these things. The 3 last blasts. Here we go. 1. It hit lava again, didn't it? Yeah, I did. 2. Oh. Okay, we'll leave the last one for now. Final blast. Yes. Yes. And of course we hit lava already, but just for good measure, one more. Just because we can. Yes. That's it. Let's clear the lava and take a look at the progress. Oh, this is a nice area. Look at it. Oh, there's the fortress. There's a little way back up. Look at that. We cleared it all. About 300 by 300 wide. And hopefully tall enough for the actual World Eater. Now, if it's not, I will just run some flying machines and manually clear out any top layer lava, which is going to be more than enough. And I guess if I want to, I could always just come in here and just pick up some more extra quartz. I really don't need any more, but the option is there. That is all the time we have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. It has been a jam-packed episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye!